So how to choose a web hosting provider? First and foremost, the common mistake that first-timer always does is we tend to choose the cheapest. Now, when you order a cheapest web hosting plan from the cheapest provider, usually you get the cheapest service, which means the worst service. I've experienced that a lot of times, that when you pay peanuts, you get monkeys, so to speak. So don't always go for the cheapest, go for value. Find those which offers the best features for the best price. There are so many web hosting providers out there offering different features, different functionalities, and of course different prices. So feel free to look around. And you also notice that web hosting providers use the same marketing tactics, which is they offer you the best price for the first year so that they will lock you in, and there's a very high chance for you to renew for the second and subsequent years. That's the marketing tactic, and it works very well because once you have your website installed on their server for the first year, you will not go to the trouble of moving to another server or another provider because it just takes too much effort and time. Always look at the price for the first year and the subsequent years. And you may want to find a local hosting provider. When I say local, I mean some hosting provider which is geographically located nearest to you, because due to the latency effect of data traveling around the world, you'll find that sometimes when you host with a hosting provider that's further away from you, your website tends to be a bit slower. And I will demonstrate to you next. So here I'm going to demonstrate the speed of a website that's near to me and a website that's far away from me. Now let's start with a website in Korea, which is where I'm located right now. So I'll just go and ping koreanair.com, which is the Korean national airlines. And you can see that the time here is pretty short, which means that the server is really near to me, right? Now, if I were to go and ping a website, say ping yahoo.com, where their server is located in the US, you'll find that the time is longer. Why? Because their server is located in the US, which is far away from me. So that's why you want to have servers which are relatively nearer to you so that your website will feel a bit more faster. But again, this is not substantial speed difference here, just a little. Please choose a web hosting provider with good 24 hours customer support. Now, this is very important. I would like to emphasize this to you because it makes a lot of difference. So anytime you have a website problem, you can easily email them by creating a support ticket. Remember that. And relatively speaking, US-based hosting companies are usually cheaper than the rest. Why? Because I believe their cost, their data, and their infrastructure cost is a lot cheaper than any other countries. And of course, it is more competitive to run a web hosting business in the US because there are a lot of competitors. There are competitors like DreamHost, Bluehost, InMotion Hosting, HostGator, and a lot more. And remember also that you should get a web hosting plan with cPanel. Now, what's cPanel? This is cPanel. It's actually a user interface or a control panel, if you will, that you use to administer or to manage your web hosting account. So it's a very simple interface to use where you could add new domain names, you could upload images, you could delete and upload files on your web hosting server, you can check disk usage, you can back it up, you can create databases, and a lot more. You can create new email accounts here. You can manage forwarding for your email addresses. So all you need to do is just come in here and click one of these icons and start creating email addresses or anything that you want to do with your web hosting account. It's very easy to use. There are other types of control panels out there like Plesk and some proprietary ones, but I always recommend you to use cPanel because it is the easiest to use.